If you don't notice stress complex, you have a problem. Hi, my name is Phil. I'm with Silver Fern Brand. Yes, I'm direct. Yes, I'm blunt. Yes, I'm unfiltered. If you are okay with that, stick around. If you are not, it's okay to leave right now, okay? All right, so if somebody reaches out and they say, hey, Phil, I've been taking stress complex in the appropriate dose for the appropriate amount of time and I didn't notice it, that's a sign you have a different health issue, which I'll explain in a minute. The reason I say that is because the ingredient in stress complex called saffron, it absolutely works. Why do I say that? Well, one, I think it has more than 15 clinical studies on it to suggest that. And two, we tested the hell out of this ingredient before we launched it on a wide range of people, men and women in a variety of ages. And by far, the vast majority of people noticed it, okay? So that's why I say this so confidently. The saffron side is not your standard caffeine, 5-HTP, GABA-L-theanine. By the way, this does have L-theanine in it, but it's not like that. Ashwagandha, it's Rhodiola rosea type stuff, okay? Those are all good. I don't want to say those are not good. I take magnesium glycinate and Magtine with this every night. I love those, but they're functioning differently, okay? So while those are good short-term pick-me-up type ingredients, the saffron side and stress complex takes about 6 to 8 weeks to fully ramp up, but it's helping restore neurotransmitter balance and it's helping restore HPA axis function. A lot of people think they have adrenal fatigue. The correct terminology for what you're trying to describe is actually called HPA axis dysfunction. What you want is HPA axis function, healthy HPA axis. That's all you want. You want the brain and the adrenals to be communicating and functioning correctly. That's what you want, and that's what saffron side does, okay? So what does the clinical study say that saffron side does? One, it helps reduce cortisol levels by up to 44% in those with elevated cortisol levels. Two, if a person has low cortisol or their cortisol levels are all over the place, it's going to help restore cortisol balance. It helps increase serotonin signaling, helps restore serotonin balance. It is not going to spike your serotonin to cause serotonin syndrome. Some people are like, well, if you get too much serotonin, it's not going to do that. It helps restore balance. It's going to help with dopamine. It's going to help your nervous system. It's going to help with oxidative stress. It's going to help with sleep. The clinical studies support all this, by the way. Helps with PMS. It helps with menopause type issues. It's a gut health product. We are a gut health company. We use this all the time to help with gut health issues. It helps the microbiome. It increases bacteria like Akkermansia, I think up to 150%. It helps the gut barrier. It helps restore healthy inflammatory responses. A lot of people use this, and the clinical research supports it. It helps with sleep. It's not melatonin either, by the way, okay? So really good ingredient. That's the clinical side. What we have found before we launched this product is we tested it on an enormous amount of people, ranging in age and demographic and circumstances in life. So we had a broad range of people to test. We tested on people with healthy guts, with unhealthy guts. We tested on people that had low stress in life, high stress in life, and the vast majority of people noticed it work, and then they noticed it work really, really well. Here's some interesting things that we have noticed at Silver Fern Brand that we use it for gut health. If somebody's doing our aggressive slow motility plus protocol for severe constipation issues and it's not working like they had hoped because their systems have been off for a long time and they have what we call lazy bowel, which means that they have bowel dysfunction, right? It's super lazy. Believe it or not, the saffron side helps the parasympathetic nervous system. It helps restore that gut-brain axis function. And this helps with constipation in that situation. We use it with people that have really, really bad gut health issues that are caused by stress. So many stomach issues and intestinal issues are caused by elevated stress. We help that with not only the motility product that we use for basically stomach issues, small intestinal, and issues of the colon, but stress complex is extremely effective for those people. A lot of people long-term ask what they should do for their microbiome, and we stress complex. Believe it or not, we use it for all of these things a lot. It's extremely effective. So, and we do this a lot. It's not like we've done this a couple times and it worked a few times, and so we throw it out there as like, yeah, that worked a couple times. No, we do this a lot, okay? So the reality is the stress complex works. There's the first thing. The second thing is if you take it in the right dose. The mild dose is 1 capsule a day, once again, over 6 to 8 weeks. You can take it in the morning or night with food. Most people take it in the morning. The higher dose, which is the one I take, obviously I'm high strung and unfiltered and stuff like that. If you have a high stress response at night, you're going to be munchy, you're going to overeat, right? So me personally, I'm an overeater, I'm a snacker. So I take 2 capsules of stress complex at night right now, and I love it for that. I'm taking it with motility and magnesium glycinate and Magtine, and I sleep like a freaking baby. That's what I do. You don't have to do that. But my point is you take 2 capsules a day if you have really bad stress issues. You can take 1 in the morning, 1 at night, or you can take 2 at night. And like I said, please give it the 6 to 8 weeks. Now, who doesn't notice stress complex and why? So, number 1, if a person has a sluggish or slow liver, so they've got a clogged liver, they may not notice stress complex very well. Signs of a sluggish liver are your ALT and AST enzymes. You've got elevated enzyme levels. You have fatty liver. You have cholesterol and triglyceride issues. I mean, a sign would be you're not converting your thyroid medication T4 to T3. You have estrogen dominance. You have insulin resistance. These are all signs of a sluggish liver, okay? You do not have to have like a liver disease, like non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. You do not have to have that to have a liver that's not functioning like it's supposed to. If your liver's not functioning like it's supposed to, you're not going to clear cortisol, you're not clearing your hormones, they're going to recycle, and you're going to still feel like you have HPA axis dysfunction or burnout, which you're going to feel like your cortisol levels are all over the place because they are going to be all over the place. By the way, this is also a primary reason why people have low cortisol levels, just FYI, okay? So if you do have that issue, we strongly suggest liver complex along with stress complex. Liver complex is not a standard liver supplement. If you want to get to the root cause of the issue, use liver complex. If you want to gimmick, do some random liver cleanse that I can't tell you if it works or not, but whatever. The problem with liver complex is it's going to take 4 to 6 months per the clinical research studies, 4 clinically studied ingredients at the clinical doses, and they're all over 4 to 6 months. So that's the downside, is we're actually doing real things with our products and it takes real time. So there's the downside. The second reason a person may not notice stress complex like they should would be poor cellular health. After the age of 40, NAD+, glutathione, ATP go whoop, mitochondrial dysfunction goes up, so oxidative stress goes up, cortisol goes up. So your cellular health depletes, right? You're basically, when you think of mitochondria in the system, it's like the power plant of the body. And when mitochondrial dysfunction happens, your power plant produces less energy, which is ATP, and you don't feel good, okay? In that instance, which happens a lot after the age of 40, we suggest the Build product. Yes, you can take Build with stress complex. Yes, you can take Build with liver complex. Yes, it's in a kit if you want to save. It's called the Burnout Kit, okay? Away from those, if you have a really shitty diet, you're eating garbage, you do not have enough vitamins and minerals in your diet, obviously that's going to affect how you feel. And stress complex is not going to overcome that, okay? So if you're really poor diet, you're sitting on your butt all day, you're not getting plenty of rest and sleep, you're drinking soda all the time, this is not going to resolve all of those things. It's just not. I mean, I still think the majority, 90+% of people absolutely love this, but I'm just trying to help you know what you should and shouldn't be doing so you know what your expectations are with stress complex, okay? Is this going to resolve like a very emotional time in your life? I mean, it will help you cope with it better, but it's not going to make like a divorce or financial disaster go away. So some people are like, my life is horrible and this didn't fix everything. And I'm like, yeah, it's not going to put money in your bank account. That's also true, okay? So just take that into consideration with stress complex. Yes, it works. Yes, it works well if you follow the instructions and if you take the right dosing. Yes, you can take this with other products for mood. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It is not going to cause serotonin syndrome, which is too much serotonin. It helps balance serotonin levels, okay? Hope this helps.